Okay, welcome to the Explainer. Have you ever looked at your computer and just felt like there's the hidden gear you're entirely missing out on? Well, you're definitely in the right place. Today, we're completely demystifying that blinking cursor on the black screen. We're going to move past the mouse and step directly into the real control room of your operating system. Here's a quick look at our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll meet the command line. Then, we'll compare the command shell and PowerShell. We'll show you how to access that black screen, run through your very first essential commands, and finally, talk about how all of this builds a bridge to Linux. All right, jumping right into section 1, meet the command line. Think about how much time we spend just clicking around the graphical user interface. Opening windows, dragging folders, digging through endless menus. It's kind of exhausting, right? Well, with the command line interface, you completely bypass all that fluff and speak directly to your operating system. And because it's text-based, you can eventually string these commands together into scripts. Since those scripts accept absolutely any command available at the command line, it becomes this incredibly powerful building block for automating your IT operations way, way faster than you ever could with a mouse. Moving on to section 2, command shell versus PowerShell. You hear the word shell tossed around a lot in tech, but what is it really? Well, the crucial takeaway here is that a shell isn't just a blank screen. Think of it as a direct communication line right to your machine's brain. It's the software environment that takes your typed commands and instantly translates them into action, whether you're just tweaking user accounts or setting up a complex automated nightly backup. Now, Windows actually gives us two distinct shells. First up, there's the classic command shell. You might know it as DOS mode or the command prompt, since it was literally inherited from the pre-Windows 95 disk operating system. It is fantastic for routine tasks using those traditional .bat batch files, or even running more sophisticated scripts using the Windows script host, things like C script or W script. But then we have PowerShell. Created by Microsoft, PowerShell is this modern, cross-platform powerhouse. It's a scripting language and configuration management framework designed for system admins and power users, and it works seamlessly across Windows, macOS, and Linux. Okay, section 3, accessing the black screen. So how do we actually get under the hood? It all comes down to 3 little letters, CMD. You have a few super quick methods here. You can pop open your start menu and type CMD, or command prompt. You can pull up the Run dialog by pressing the Windows key plus R and typing CMD. Or honestly, the absolute easiest way for most of us is just to click your taskbar search, type CMD right there, and hit Enter. When you do type CMD into that Start menu search, you're going to see the Command Prompt app pop up with its iconic black square icon. You can just hit Open to launch it normally, but a quick pro tip: if you know you need to make deep system changes, go ahead and choose the Run as Administrator option. That's going to unlock your full system privileges. All right, let's get our hands dirty in section 4, your first essential commands. Once you hit Enter, you are officially in. You'll see that famous black screen and a blinking underscore cursor, just waiting for you at a prompt, usually something like C:\users\hppc. Now, if you glance at the Microsoft documentation, there are literally hundreds of commands built into the OS, from active all the way down the alphabet to xcopy. It looks incredibly intimidating at first glance, but honestly, don't worry about memorizing the dictionary. For new users, starting from the command line is actually best, because you only need a handful of essential commands to be highly effective. Let's look at your foundational file management commands. Typing dir is basically turning on a flashlight. It lists every single file, folder, and exact byte size wherever you currently are. mkdir lets you create brand new folders, and del lets you delete specific files. Oh, and here is a favorite. If your screen is getting super cluttered, or maybe you just typoed something and want to look like a hacker hiding your tracks, just type CLS to instantly wipe the screen clean. And if you ever get stuck, just type any command followed by a / and a question mark. It immediately pulls up a super helpful local manual right there in the window. Now, to physically navigate around this text-based world, you're going to use CD, which simply stands for Change Directory. Type CD followed by a folder name to step inside it. Need to back out? Just type CD ... to move up 1 level. And if you find yourself buried 10 folders deep and you just want to warp all the way back to your root directory, like the root of your C drive, typing CD / is going to teleport you right back to the start. Stringing those change directory commands together becomes second nature incredibly fast. But hey, typos are going to happen to the best of us. If you type something like CD video, but the folder is actually named videos with an S, the system will immediately bark back with, "The system cannot find the path specified."
No big deal. Just correct the spelling and boom, you're in. Run that dir command again, and you can see exactly how many files and gigabytes are sitting right there.
It's definitely not just about files, though. The command line really shines with these network and system utilities. ipconfig is brilliant for instantly checking your network settings and polling your IP address. If a website is acting up, ping lets you test if your computer is actually talking to that server. And literally, my absolute favorite trick, if a program completely freezes and your mouse is useless, just type task list to view all running processes, grab that program's ID number, and then use taskkill/PID followed by the number to forcefully shut it down. Finally, Section 5, the bridge to Linux. Here's what I think is absolutely the coolest part of all this. Mastering the command line in Windows is actually building a massive bridge for you to master Linux. Getting comfortable navigating an OS with a text-based interface is a total prerequisite for jumping into high-level tech fields like cybersecurity, where Linux absolutely rules the server rooms. Because it really isn't just isolated knowledge. Thanks to cross-platform tools like PowerShell, the problem-solving mindset and those text-based reflexes you build on your PC today are totally going to carry over. The specific commands might change just a tiny bit, but the fluency you're building will make you a power user on macOS, Linux, or really any operating system tomorrow. So, as we wrap up this explainer, you officially hold the keys. You know how to bypass the graphical illusions and talk directly to your machine's core. The mouse is strictly optional for you now. With the entire operating system right at your fingertips, what's the very first tedious task you are going to automate out of your life?